Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. The S&P 500 was up about 0.7% today. It was a wild day. Market was up a lot right at the open and then really, fell a whole bunch and then came all the way back. And really, what's happening is that we're in the middle of some really big earnings reports that are coming out, all of which, for the most part, have been really positive. And we continue to have upside surprises, which is great. So that's just part of this time frame. We get lots of volatility here, but I'd like to continue the discussion about what we're doing within the portfolios right now and the changes that we're making, because I'm really excited about these. So let me share my screen here. This is a chart that was in the Washington Post yesterday, and this is a pretty interesting look at the breakdown of the two different plans that are being talked about for the government spending right now. So the American jobs plan is really this, orange side here, and the American Family Plan is really kind of this green side. And if you remember yesterday, I was talking about the two main drivers that I'm seeing in terms of themes would be, the reopening theme and all the pieces that fit under that, and then kind of this government spending theme. And this chart does a really great job. And let me zoom in just a little bit here so we can see this a little bit better. And I'll point out some things. So one of the keys when you're looking at this and you look for government spending and you're looking for an opportunity to make money in the investing world is there has to be some companies that are public that you can buy, and specifically for me, some ETFs, exchange traded funds that I like to use. So, for example, in-home healthcare has a $400 billion proposed budget. Difficult to buy into that area. There aren't a lot of public companies really that deal in this particular category. Having said that, if you look at transportation, for example, lots of companies in here, electric vehicle incentives, public transport, passenger railway, roads and bridges, et cetera, road safety. And so one of the things I do like about transportation as a whole, we have that in our reopening trade. We have a transportation index that I really like. It's been doing quite well. And that's because people are going to move more, and so is products as the reopens. And then it's also under the other theme, which is this government spending. So you can see here, what's happening. And then the other area that I think is a fairly obvious, possible investment area is kind of buildings and utilities. Lots of money, high-speed broadband, electric grid, and clean energy, water systems. You look at some of these, you can see where there's going to be some good money spent in construction and what have you. Um, and then down here in the jobs and innovation, the semiconductor energy, clean energy, et cetera. So there's some investment opportunities within these pieces. When you look at the American Families Plan side of it, I don't see as many chances to invest. There are some, but not real obvious with college and family paid leave and those types of things. This is probably more of a stimulus overall. When you push $2 trillion out into the economy, I think, people end up with money in some of those areas, but they're more like workers, and we can't really buy stock in some of those areas. But those workers are important. They go out and spend money at the places that we do own stock. So really, let me show you what we've been purchasing here. So this is an ETF with the ticker symbol IFRA. This is the last 1 year. This is called iShares US Infrastructure Exchange Traded Fund. And so you can see, this is the chart. Very nice movement upward, very tight, hit an all-time high today. Really, going the right direction as far as that goes. I call this traditional infrastructure. So this is utilities and energy transportation and storage, railroads, for example, construction companies and engineering companies, machines, materials. And this is a 100% US company. They keep talking about how they want to buy only US. We'll see if they can really do that. But this is where that kind of starts as far as that goes. So the other piece that we purchased that I think is kind of interesting is really maybe the technology side of infrastructure. So this is SIMS, and this is a Spider Series, Kensho Intelligent Infrastructure ETF. Again, very nice move, tight movement as far as that goes, hitting an all-time high today also. And so this is more kind of like smart buildings, smart power grids, intelligent transportation infrastructure. And again, this is 80% US companies, which I think is important also. So really, really fascinating. I think these have some great potential. We just purchased those two we're purchasing them now, over the next few days as far as that goes. So it's really something that I think is fascinating to watch. We'll talk some more about some of the other things that we're looking at. But again, we're kind of filling in two themes now, one being this reopening theme and another one being kind of this government spending theme, and trying to get in front of this. So I do think this is something, you can see the market likes what's happening there. You look at those charts, and I look at thousands of charts, and those are good ones, and they're not all that great. So really, really great. So look forward to talking to you tomorrow, and we'll see what happens, and I'll discuss some more of the pieces that are in the portfolio. Thank you very much. And if you get a chance, again, Go Live with Tom is tomorrow. You just go to golivewithtom.com, 12:15 Pacific time, and ask questions, or listen to other people's questions if you don't have any. And look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.